Hello and welcome to this webinar. My name is MT4 and I'm part of the portfolio management team that manages client funds. This webinar is aimed at those who are not really familiar with MetaTrader 4. Foreign exchange trading may sound like something complicated for many of you. What I want to show you, however, over the next 30 minutes is that this is not the case. Not only is MT4 trading accessible, it's also a powerful tool that permits algorithmic trading that can improve your trading results. Now, why do we care about improving your trading results? Well, unlike the vast majority of online forex companies, we are not a market maker. We operate an agency model, and hence we do not profit from your forex losses. Therefore, we are incentivized to help you by building the tools and training you to become serious and successful traders. Now, the reason why we're holding these webinars is for you to learn through our interaction. So make sure you get involved. During the event, if you have a question, please ask in the Q&A window. During the webinar, please keep your questions related to the content I've presented so that we can maintain the flow and keep on topic. I will stop at various points along the way and address any questions, giving you also the chance to ask any final questions at the end. All questions posted in the Q&A will only be seen by me. This webinar is being recorded, but please note that I won't refer to anyone by name and I will answer all of your questions anonymously. Now, in this webinar, you will learn how to set up your MT4 to start trading, whether it's for a demo account or a real one. You'll understand how to open, modify, and monitor positions, both pending and instant ones. You'll be introduced to indicators and expert advisors, understanding their difference. The first thing you need to do is to download the MT4 platform that suits your needs. Simply go onto the FxPro download center and select the platform that is best for you. Once you install it on the computer, you can then run it just like with any other program. You log in using your account and server details if you have a live account. Now, if you don't feel comfortable to trade with real money, you can practice on a demo account. Once you have downloaded the MT4 platform, click on File and then open an account. A registration form will appear, such as this one here, and you simply fill in your personal details. Once you have finished the registration process, login details will be displayed on your screen, and if you want to open another demo account, you can simply follow the same process, and you can have as many demo accounts as you wish. Now, you may want to click Save account information so that you don't need to type your login and password every time. You'll know you have connected when the bars on the bottom right turn green, otherwise you'll see no connection. Now, this is what the MT4 platform looks like. On the top, you have the toolbars, which offer quick access to features and settings, such as the time frames, zooming, magnifying glass, and tools to draw trend lines. The Market Watch on the side contains the symbol list with real-time quotes for the various instruments, such as currency pairs, commodities, and CFDs. The navigator window allows you to access your specifics for prompt use, things such as your accounts, indicators, and expert advisors. The terminal window on the bottom is used to see your open trades, any alerts you've placed, mailbox, account history, and the journal, which logs all operations performed whilst using the terminal. The main part, however, is the chart area, where you can have one or more charts showing the performance of various instruments, with the types of charts you can have being the line chart, the bar chart, and the candlestick chart we see here. So we've got the line chart, bar chart, and the candlesticks. Now if you want to change the colors in your chart or make other adjustments, you can right click on any price chart and select properties. Moreover, you can access the properties to remove the grid or show the volumes, the tick volume to be more precise. Now when it comes to opening trades, there are a number of ways to accomplish this. You can right click an instrument in the market watch and then click new order. You can right click on an active chart and select trading and then new order, such as in this example here. And alternatively, you can click on the new order button in the toolbar. Now before making your trade though, you'll need to select the symbol or instrument, such as your dollar or gold, the size or volume of the trade measured in lot size, where one lot is 100,000 units. It is also wise to set your stop loss and take profit levels, which are extremely important to use in order to control your behavior and limit losses and lock in profits. You then need to select the type of the trade you can go with, the current market price via instant execution, or place a pending order at a different price. Finally, you have to click on whether you will buy or sell. For those of you wondering what a pending order is, it is worth going through the terminology. A buy limit is when you buy when price falls to a level below the current price. So you basically buy on the low. A sell limit is when you sell when price rises to a level above current market price. So you sell on a high. Buy stop is when you buy when prices rises to a level above the current market price. So you're basically going with the trend and you're buying at a higher price. And the sell stop is when you sell when price drops to a level below current market price. Now if you want to modify a trade, simply click on it in the trade tab in the terminal and select modify or delete the order, such as what we see here. Do this to add or change your protective stops and your take profit levels, and once valid levels are entered, click on the long horizontal blue button that modifies the trade. So you can modify basically your stop loss, take profit, and then click on modify the order. Closing a trade is even easier. Instead of selecting modify or delete the order, you click on close. Close the order, and then you click on the horizontal bar where it closes that particular order. If you want to close a part of the position, say half of it, to take some profit and leave the other half still open, you can adjust the volume you want to close. So simply change this figure here and then click on close. Now to help you with your trading, there are a number of technical analysis indicators you can use that create a visual pattern of historic prices and volumes intended to forecast the future direction of price. When it comes to indicators, it is better to look at a number of them than to rely on just one. To add an indicator on your chart, simply drag and drop it from the navigator window. In the pop-up that appears, you can change its parameters and properties, such as the period the indicator does calculations for. Now if you set up indicators to open and close trades automatically, then you have yourself an expert advisor. Expert advisors, or EAs as they're called, are automated pre-programmed trading strategies. Rather than using just the sample EAs you have by default on your MT4 platform, you may want to find other, possibly better EAs. A resource for this is the FxPro EA library, where you can review the performance of EAs, having also the ability to download most of them. Once you have identified an EA you want to use, paste the EA's EX4 or MQL4 file in your MT4 experts folder. This is usually located under under your program files, FxPro MetaTrader 4 experts. And you also need to paste the EX4 or MQL4 in the experts folder under MQL4, found by clicking on File and then Open Data folder from the terminal. Now, once you've pasted the EA in the experts folder, it should appear on your MT4 platform the next time you reopen it. To use it though, you would need to tick the activation options. So you need to allow live trading, as we can see here, and once you do that, then the EA can work on the chart you've applied it on. To use it, just like with the indicators, you simply drag and drop the EA from the navigation window and ensure that allow live trading is ticked. You then need to click on the toolbar button on the top to enable EAs, and the smiley face appears on the top right of the chart when an EA is actively running. If there's an issue and allow live trading is not ticked, you will see a sad face. But in order for you to see a happy face, obviously you need to have expert advisors enabled, and it will turn green. Now let's see a lot of what we've covered at the actual terminal. So I'm moving on to a terminal, and we said here we've got the market watch, navigator, the chart area, and you've got currency pair. In this case, euro dollar. You can zoom in using the toolbars, the tools from the toolbar. You can draw trend lines using the tools available here. You can switch to bar charts or line charts. Generally, candlesticks have the most price information, because they help you visually see price movements. Additionally, you can draw Fibos if you're accustomed with them. When it comes to placing orders, you can right click here and click on a new order, and this pop-up would appear. You decide on the volume you want to set. Ideally, you should maybe set stop loss and take profit, and you decide whether you want to buy or sell. You can also change from here the symbol you want to trade on, or you can go with the pending order. Okay, we said the buy limit is when you buy at a lower price than the current market price. A sell limit is when you sell at a higher price than the current market price. A buy stop is when you buy at a higher price than the current market price, so you're buying basically at the worst price than now. And sell stop is basically when you're selling at a lower price than now. Now, for the sake of an example, let's move into instant execution and decide to maybe sell. We had an order executed, and we can see it over here, trade being executed. we can modify or delete the order. So we can decide to modify the order here by placing stop losses or take profits. So set a stop loss here, for example. We've sold, so the stop loss needs to be higher. And this basically modifies your trade. When it comes to closing the trade, you can, if you've got one-click trading, you can click on the X here, or close order from this icon here. When it comes to using indicators now, the indicators are found under the navigator on the left. You can decide which indicator you want to use. So let's say we want to use the RSI, we simply drag and drop it. We simply drag and drop it, a pop-up appears. We decide whether we want to change any of the settings, any of the levels, etc. If you're a beginner, I suggest you go with the default settings. So here you have it, you've got the indicator added. You can add a further indicator. So let's have another chart. So you can add a second indicator, will appear below, and then you can move these so that you can have the size that you want. For expert advisors, the case is the same more or less, with the difference though that you need to save it within the appropriate folder. Now the one folder you need to save it in is the experts folder within your program files of the terminal, and the other folder is within open data folder. So within open data folder, within MQL4, and within experts, you'd place it in there. And once you've placed it in there, you would restart your terminal, and you'd simply you'd find it under the experts list and drag and drop it over here. You see the sad face. The sad face is because live trading is not permitted. We've enabled the EA, and we also need to go to the expert advisors, properties, and click on allow live trading, and this will make a smiley face. So now we know that the expert advisor is running. If we want to disable it, we just disable it by clicking on the disable function of the auto trading over here. When it comes to adding additional charts on the main window, you simply right click and click on chart window, and it should show you a new chart where you can do your analyses, etc. Now let's move back to the slideshow. We more or less covered what we intended to do, so I'd like to ask you to make any questions. But before that, we'll summarize. And our aim was to get you acquainted with the FxPro MT4 platform, understanding how to open, close, and modify trades, whilst realizing the significance of placing take profits and stop losses. Moreover, this webinar is aimed as an introduction to the world of experts, advisors, for you to see that you don't need to be a rocket scientist to use them. Now that you've embarked on this journey to trading, it's important to get further involved. We have our next we have frequent webinars, and a number of them set up for December. So make sure you go onto the webinar page and register for any upcoming ones. But before you attend any future webinar, it may be worthwhile to explore the EA library and the tools and analysis section, tools and news, to learn more about trading. Experience, however, is the best tutor, so you may want to download our MT4 platform and run a demo account. Okay, now as I said, is the time for you to ask any questions. I'll start addressing a few. I'll first move on to the actual terminal though. Okay. One of the final questions was to show again how you install an expert advisor. You click on File and thereafter Open Data folder, and from here on you click on MQL4 and you paste your expert advisor within the experts folder. If you've got an indicator, you would place it within the indicators folder. And we said additionally you also need to place it within the program files folder of the of the terminal. So in this case, as we showed previously on the slides, you would go into program files, FxPro MetaTrader 4, then you'd go into MQL4 and place it within the experts folder again. How many indicators can you have? Well, you can have as many indicators as you can cope with. It's not an issue there. It's just that, as you can see, when you're adding indicators, especially ones that require their own space, if you put too many, then your ability to read them will be hindered. But you can combine indicators. So for instance, you can have a moving average. You can place the moving average onto the RSI. So you can apply it on the indicator and end up having a moving average of the RSI. So you can basically do some combinations here. Some indicators do go directly on the chart, such as the parabolic SAR. So you see here the dots, which show the stop and reversal signals. When do you close the trade? Well, closing the trade is up to you. I mean, opening the trade is up to you, and you decide when exactly you want to close the trade. But in this case, as I said, it's wise to set stop loss levels beyond which you feel that you've made a wrong choice with regards to a particular trade. And take profits again. You may want to do some analyses, or you may have some set take profit that you want to achieve for every trade you place and for every risk you take on. Okay, some more use of the tools on the toolbar. We said these part here change the type of chart you see. You can zoom in and out. You can change the time frame, so you can go really back. You can see here we're looking at 2006, or you can go up to a minute down, and you can see 2 days, 1 minute candles. Then you can shift the chart. It helps you maybe to do some analyses. And yeah, you can use trend lines, horizontal lines, etc. You may want to use, for instance, vertical lines to identify weekends or some important levels, important dates for you, etc. Okay, regarding the pending orders, there seems to be some confusion with those. Okay, let's show it from the chart. Now, if I wanted to basically place a buy order here, then that would be a buy stop, because I would buy at a higher price than where price is now. If I wanted to buy down here, I'm buying at a lower price than the current one, so I would buy if price fell. So this is a buy limit. And the opposite of those are a sell stop. So I would sell once a level is broken. So for simplicity, let's say we've identified some support in this level here. I may want to sell if this level gets broken. So if I wanted to sell at this point here, let's say, that would necessitate a sell stop. If I wanted to buy above a particular level, then that would be a buy stop. So if I wanted to buy here once a resistance is broken, for instance, then that would necessitate a buy stop. I think that covers it with regards to our time and the questions asked. However, we'd be more than happy to hear from you. But before I show you means of communication, please take a note of the disclaimer. It essentially says that FxPro cannot be held responsible for trading losses that occur as a result of using any robots that we provide through the EA library. And it also talks about your responsibility towards testing and verifying any expert advisor you may use in a demo environment before undertaking live trading. Now, if you get stuck on anything, please email us at support@fxpro.com or come on to chat, where we can answer your responses live. We'd be more than happy to hear any webinar ideas you may have at webinar@fxpro.com. I'm Antti Pasasfor, Portfolio Management Officer at FxPro. Thank you all for watching.